Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at jazztime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at the Rolex Sky-Dweller, this one on an Oysterflex bracelet, champagne dial with index hour marks, reference number 326238. I'll be going over the case, the bezel, the command bezel, more on that in a moment, the dial, the crown functions, the movement, and the Oysterflex bracelet, all of that, including my thoughts on this watch near the end of the video. So starting off with the case, we have the standardized 42mm case as is done with all Sky-Dwellers, at least as of the making of this video. 42mm across from the 2 to 8 o'clock position, same as what you get from the 10 to 4 o'clock position. 42mm. You have the monoblock middle case with the screw down case back and the Rolex winding crown to ensure water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level. The overall construction for this watch, nice high polish oyster, or rather a yellow gold made with oyster steel and yellow gold to not only make a brilliant, bright, and highly lustrous material and surface, but also incredibly strong as well. Probably one of the strongest yellow golds on the market. And sitting on the very front of this case, all high polish as well, you have the command bezel. Now, what determines a command bezel here? Well, it's all fluted. That's certainly the case here, but a command bezel in this case allows you to change the functionality of the crown functions based on the position of the bezel. As you can see, I'm rotating it, so more on that in just a moment when I get to the crown functions, but that's basically what it is. All high polish, as I said earlier, with the fluted creation, or the fluted texture on here, to really bring out that lustrous look and really bring attention to this dial. Front and center champagne dial with the sunray or sunburst type of patterning on there, all guilloche to give you sort of like that semi-hourglass look, depending on your lighting situation, of course, but definitely dynamic under any sort of lighting condition. Index hour marks with 18 karat yellow gold settings, as well as with the hands, all 18 karat yellow gold, all matching basically in terms of the color space there. And if I turn the lights out, you can see that we do have the chromolite feature. That's the glow in the dark portion of this dial, so you can basically tell the time at any time of the day, light or dark. And the chromolite feature, you know that it's chromolite because it does have this bluish tint to the index hour marks, and not only that, it also lasts the longest out of all luminescence, in the market at least. All right, turning the lights back on, we can also take a look at the dial features here. We have the date aperture at the 3 o'clock position, small on the dial itself, but nice and big under that Cyclops lens. Part of that sapphire crystal keeps it nice and scratch resistant, so you always have a clear view into the dial at any time, even through rougher conditions. The 24-hour dial here is just sort of offset and sort of set on the bottom portion of this dial. It's sort of like a second time zone, so not only do you have a calendar, but you also have a GMT functionality to this watch, and the hands themselves are a bit skeletonized closer to the center, just so that you always have a clear view of that portion of that sub-dial there. And with that red outlined white triangle, that basically points to the indicator of where you are in that 24-hour cycle for that secondary time zone. All right, so moving on to how all this works, just simply unwind the crown at the 3 o'clock position. This allows you to wind the watch no matter where the bezel happens to be. So you can always wind the watch regardless of where you are, and then just pull the crown out to the next position. Well, determining what this crown does is based on where the bezel is located. So right now I have it turned all the way to the right, so this is sort of like a security position, so that, you know, if you happen to pull it all the way out, you can't accidentally adjust the time, the date, or even the month. More on that in a second. So that's an option there. But if you rotate it all the way to the left, note that the seconds hand does stop, giving you the hacking seconds function, so you can set the time nice and precise. And this is probably what I would do first, because you can adjust the minute hand by extension the hour hand as well, but this is also the only way that you can adjust that 24-hour sub-dial. So set to the correct hour for your secondary time zone, wherever you want it to be. You can be local if you want the local 24 hours, or you can set it to a different time zone and you can gauge the time in, say, Japan, China, somewhere in Saudi Arabia if you wanted to, Africa, wherever you wanted to, you can do that. Set the minute hand wherever you want it to go, nice and precise, and based on the positioning of that seconds hand, you can place that minute hand nice and easy thanks to that minute track at the periphery of the dial. All right, rotate the crown or the command bezel to the right once. You'll feel and hear that click, and this allows you to adjust the local time, the hour hand, and I also recommend only pushing it forward, because doing so will allow you to set the time correctly based on where you are in the local 24-hour time zone by watching where the date happens to advance forward when you pass midnight. Then, once you've set the correct local time, now you can set the date by rotating the crown or the command bezel to the right once more, and this is how you set the date. Just simply set it forward, but you can also not only set it forward, but you can also set it backward. And taking a look at the tiny apertures at the very ends of these index hour marks, you can see that it changes depending on where the date happens to be. So if I pass the first of the month and go backwards, it is now backwards 1 month. And basically you have all the months represented here. There are 12 months, 12 hours on this dial. So the 12 o'clock position being December, you can then set it forward and choose, say, January, let's say 8th, for example. And that's how you would set your Rolex Sky-Dweller. And for good measure, just rotate the command bezel all the way to the right so you have that added security. Press the crown back in, screw it back tightly against the case to ensure that superior water resistance. So what makes all of this work on the inside, it's a complicated, crazy movement. It is the caliber 9001. You can't see through the case back, but you do have that solid gold for that added security and value, because this is quite a heavy and hefty case here. So you certainly have your gold contents worth here, featuring the Saros movement, basically, or the Saros calendar that is all integrated into this 9001 movement. It gives you the plus or minus 2 seconds per day time differential after casing, giving you the superlative chronometer certification as printed on this and every Rolex style. Features the center hour, minute, and seconds hands, 24-hour display on this off-center sort of lower placed disc, with the second time zone integrated into that, the instantaneous annual calendar at the 3 o'clock and rapid setting of the date, month display through these 12 apertures around the dial, and as well the stop seconds, the hacking seconds for precise time setting, all of that featured within that Saros portion of the movement. The oscillator on the inside features a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring with high-performance Paraflex shock absorbers, meaning that you can get relatively close to magnets, circuitry, anything like that, and it won't have any effect on the internal portions of the movement. And the high-performance Paraflex shock absorbers absorb, as you can guess, shock, so you can take a few bumps here and there, and that won't mechanically affect the movement either. It'll be keeping track of time just fine. The winding also occurs through bidirectional self-winding via a perpetual rotor, and also, of course, mechanically through winding of the crown as shown. The perpetual rotor center mounted onto that movement on the inside basically means that you can just wear this watch on your wrist, and the natural movements of your wrist keep this watch wound up to the approximate 72-hour power reserve, giving you 3 whole days. So you can basically set this down Friday evening, pick it back up Monday morning. No need to wind the watch. Just wear it all day Monday, and you're back to full basically, provided that you don't just sit at a desk all day. If you're relatively active, that is. Now, while I'm zoomed out here, you can see that this band here is the Oysterflex strap, sort of matching with that integrated end link there. You can't take that link out and put in a bracelet. You're sort of stuck with this Oysterflex bracelet. But the added advantage, not only does it really match that outer portion of that integrated link and just really fit in very nicely, it breathes very well, because you do have these little channels underneath, these flaps that raise the strap above your wrist, and with them being a little hollow on the inside, it allows the wrist to vent quite nicely. would you like to focus camera? There we go. It allows the wrist to vent quite nicely, so you can wear this all day, every day, with very, very little sweat, if at all. The clasp here is the Oyster folding clasp with the raised crown logo in the center, high polish down the center, satin brush finish on the edges, and on their flanks, nice and high polish as well. Lift from the top to open it, nice and easy. You have the full Rolex stamped logo on the inside and a full yellow gold construction underneath. And the added advantage to the folding Oyster clasp, you have the Rolex Glide Lock extension system. Would you like to focus, camera? There we go. Just simply pull it straight out, it clicks, and you can just slide this second, or rather this bottom strap to your liking based on the size of your wrist. And if your wrist happens to swell during the day, you can just simply slide it out just a tiny bit more, give yourself a little bit more breathing room, literally, so that you can continue to wear your watch. No need to basically add in a new strap, basically. While I'm here, I'll try it on my wrist, show you what it looks like on a 7-inch wrist at least. All right, now taking a look here at the front of this, pretty big for me because 42 millimeter case sizes in Rolex standards at least do fit rather large on my wrist. I'm a little bit more of a round wrist than a flat 7-inch wrist, so if you have a more flat 7-inch wrist or larger, this will definitely fit you much more better. You do have a good framing of the 12 and 6 o'clock size from that Oysterflex strap, but for me it looks a bit comically large. But this is the only case size that you have for a Rolex Sky-Dweller, so keep that in mind. Looking at the edges, or looking down the wrist here, it does come really close to the edge of my wrist, so keep that in mind. If you have a wrist smaller than mine, you can get smaller Oysterflex straps than this, but just keep in mind that it could go beyond the edges of your wrist, and therefore potential bump danger factor when you're dealing with potential desks and doorknobs and wayward doorways and such like that. Keep that in mind. But taking a look here under the lugs here, remember the Oysterflex, those vents underneath, it basically keeps the strap nice and elevated above the wrist so that it constantly vents and breathes, so you can wear this all day, every day, nice and easy. And taking a look here, face on, the champagne dial does fit very nicely, basically homogenously with the rest of the case here. Gives it a nice yellow gold presentation of basically the whole watch here. And if you like an basically a pretty close to neutral color, can definitely fit with any sort of dress. Black and gold overall here gives it a very good luxurious look as well. So basically this will fit with pretty much anything I can think of, suit cuff, any sort of dress, anything like that. But enough of what I think. What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Rolex Sky-Dweller, the reference number 326238. And with the champagne index dial with the Oysterflex strap. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, hit subscribe and the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, new, used, or discontinued, we can probably get it for you here at Jazz Time. Well, not probably, we can definitely get it for you here at Jazz Time. Just click the links in the description below to see this watch or any other watch in our inventory, and we can get it for you at the lowest possible price anywhere online. Thanks for watching, take care, we'll see you in the next video.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in Jazz Time, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.